Everyone, my name is Veronica Grigorova. Today I'm going to present part of my grammar lesson plan. Hello everyone, welcome to class. Today we're going to discuss WH questions. But before we go over the WH questions and what they are, would you please look at these words on the board and try to organize them in a way that they make sense and in a way that the questions are correct. Okay, so let's see. The first one is name is your what? So what is the question, guys? What is your name? Correct. So let's look at the next one. The is where park. What do you think? Where is the park? Correct. Very good. And what about the last one? You, school, to, when, do, go. Think about it. When do you go to school? Very good. Very good, guys. So, as you see, we constructed our questions. Our three questions begin with what, where, when. Each of these words, what, where, when, begins with W and H, and that is why they are called WH questions. Okay, next, let's find out before we go over all of them and before I give you some more information about each one and how each one is used. Let me try to go over the objectives for today's class. So after this class, the purpose, my goal for you guys is to be able to construct a WH question. You are going to be able to ask WH questions and at the end of the class, you're going to be required to conduct an interview. You're going to be paired, and I will ask you guys to interview each other. You are going to be, you're going to have prepared ahead of time 10 WH questions, asking asking these WH questions to your peer and trying to find out as much information as you can about them. Afterwards, as your assessment, I'm going to ask you to write a short essay explaining what you found out about the person that you interviewed, and you're going to take turns. Meanwhile, we are going to have a couple of activities and practicing constructing WH questions. So don't worry, we're going to go over the information ahead of time. Okay, so WH questions, as I already said, they start with WH, of course. Who, what, where, when, why. So, what do we use who? When do we use who? I just said a WH question. Okay, who is for a person? Yes, for a person. For example, um, who is your mom? Who is this child? Who is this man? So we use who when we try to ask a question about a person. Okay. Next one is what. When do we use what? What we use about things. What is this? What is this used for? What is she drawing? Okay. Next one is where. Where we used when we try to find out more information about a place. Um, for example, let's look at the visuals here on our flashcard on the board. Um, where is this bus going to? Where is this house located? And where is this mountain peak? Okay, so we use where when we want to find out more information about a place or location. Next one is when. When we used when we want to ask about time. For example, what time is it? Oh, sorry. When do you take lunch? For example, when do you go to bed? See our next picture? And the third one, when do you fly a kite? So this is for when. Our next WH word is why. Why we used when we try to find the reason for something. For example, let's look at our first photo here. Why is it raining? Or why are they crying? Or why is the snowman melting? Okay, so as a summary, who, what, where, when, why, who we use for a person, what we use for a thing, where we use for a place, when we use for a time, and why we use for a reason. So let's proceed to our next activity.